From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kayla Cockrell with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Monday, July 24th, 2023. Soon, in Michigan's Bloomfield Township, mortgage magnate Matt Ishbia will own Michigan's largest occupied house, estimated to be at least 60,000 square feet when it's complete, says the Township Assessor's Office. What's bigger is Michigan's largest unoccupied house. It's the 85,000 square foot Meadowbrook Hall, built in the 1920s by Dodge auto heiress Matilda Wilson, who gave it to Oakland University as a conference center. No one lives at Meadowbrook Hall, but Ishbia will occupy his new house to sit on about 14 acres that he'll assemble by tearing down 5 houses. One of those teardowns is where he lives now. It's a 22 square foot house that Ishbia built after demolishing 2 other homes. Both of them 1950s ranch houses, the style that was hot in the nation's housing boom after World War II. Nowhere in Michigan have houses made the way for anything this big. Ishbia's plans for his big new house, and especially his new backyard, have become the talk of the neighborhood. He's building an amusement park, one neighbor said. Details came on July 11th at a township meeting about the Zoning Board of Appeals. Before the recent one, they pleased the zoning board by dropping plans for a go-kart track, go-kart garage, and lighted observation platform. Although the carts were to be electric, township officials and neighbors worried that they'd hear squealing, tires, and see the upscale bleachers. The updated roster of backyard amenities had a magic number, 14. Among the items needing approval, a trampoline park, some tall mesh screening for a basketball court, more tall mesh around 62 by 120 foot tall around an all-sports court, a tree house, a 14-foot tall masonry pier holding metal gates that would enclose a sprawling enchanted forest, an ultra-large deck, a 14-foot high climbing wall, a reflecting pool, a 14-foot tall waterfall, 5 14-foot tall artworks, as well as design tweaks to a previously approved 18-foot high conservatory and studio building.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Now that Barbie is a character in a major Hollywood movie, many, it seems, are trying to take advantage of her popularity. Not everyone, however, is agreed on what Barbie represents to girls and women, or that posting her likeness on social media is a good idea, even if there's a good intention behind it. Governor Gretchen Whitmer is promoting a dark-haired version of Barbie dressed in a pink pantsuit that looks a lot like her on her social media account. The Michigan State Parks, Trails, and Waterways Twitter page shows 2 Barbies birdwatching, and the Michigan State Police had posted a blonde Barbie in a blue uniform with a shield who was ready to serve. The post was recently deleted, and there was a new tweet that explained why. The state police said, "It values the contribution of our female members, and out of respect for them, we have removed our previous post about Barbie." Friday, the state police told the Free Press it had nothing more to add to that. What role should Barbie play in a #MeToo era? That's hard to say. It might seem like a contradiction for the governor, the boss, to embrace Barbie and her love of pink outfits, while the state police pleads contrition for offending some of its troopers. But Barbie is a toy that, after all these years and attempts to reinvent it, is still causing controversy.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department, and Sunday was the official start of Detroit Lions training camp. So, in other words, let the madness begin. Expectations in Allen Park are about as high as they've ever been in my lifetime. Full disclosure, I'm 27 and born and raised in Michigan, and the Lions have never won a division title in my lifetime. Could this be the year? Well, that's what everyone seems to be asking. The majority of the talk at the first day of training camp mostly surrounded around all the talk. National pundits, sports books, local beat writers, you name it, everyone is buying into the Lions this year. So on Sunday, when speaking with the media, Lions head coach Dan Campbell tried to do what nearly every football coach does, cool down the expectations. He even called the Lions hype train out of control and said the talk is all fine and dandy, but they still need to focus on the task at hand. Now, that's some vintage coach speak if I've ever heard it. But the moral of the story is the Lions are going to have to deal with the weight of expectations this year, and there's no two ways about it. They don't get to be the plucky, fun team they were last year, and they shouldn't get to either. After winning 8 of their last 10 games to end the season last year, they went out and grabbed some key free agents and drafted some players who were already flashing at training camp. It's easy to buy into the offseason hype for any sport, but especially the NFL. You've got a fresh slate. The margins between good and bad are small, and rebuilds are quick. But this doesn't feel like false hope. Now it's up to the Lions to prove it.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com.